The world's largest automaker is responsible for so many iconic models, but it's not like there have been no failures, and the current lineup is no exception. There are some pretty impressive cars around, as well as some that are not particularly great. For all of you who look for unbeatable reliability, thrilling performance, and engineering excellence, let's check the 5 worst and 5 best Toyota vehicles to buy this year. Let's start with the bad ones, which models that don't seem to live up to Toyota's standards at the moment. Number 5. Toyota Corolla Cross. The Corolla Cross definitely has some really strong points, like fuel economy and cargo capacity. But still, there are too many drawbacks to consider it a great value. Its conservative, toned-down styling may actually be a good thing, but what really disappoints is the interior quality, which doesn't look particularly modern, and more importantly, is overwhelmed with low-rent materials. Not to mention that the front seats could be better and that the second row lacks legroom. But the real trouble comes with the powertrain, because that naturally aspirated inline-4 with 169 horsepower and CVT is loud and underpowered. Steering is not precise, while the whole chassis doesn't offer much athleticism. Add this poor sound insulation and it's clear why we don't look at Corolla Cross as a particularly great choice. If you still want to get a Corolla Cross, at least go for the hybrid, because it's quicker and way more efficient. Number 4. Toyota Sequoia. For years, the Sequoia used to be considered outdated, but it was a favorite choice for many, with its straightforward, robust design, bulletproof V8 engine, and tons of cabin space. Today, it's a modern SUV, pretty luxurious and quite refined. But still, something is wrong with it. First of all, there is the powertrain, as we're definitely not fans of the new hybrid powertrain. Furthermore, the amount of cargo space is significantly smaller than before, so we may conclude that Sequoia has lost 2 of its main strengths. Add this to the fact that the new powertrain already came with a few reliability issues, and that the starting price is notably higher compared to most rivals. And it's easy to say that Toyota didn't hit the mark with the latest generation of its full-size SUV. Number 3. Toyota RAV4. This may look quite controversial to some. After all, this is still the best-selling SUV in the world by far. The current generation still looks attractive, while all 3 powertrain options are incredibly efficient and beat the competition in this aspect. But at the same time, we can't say it's the best Toyota you can buy these days, because the current generation has been around for a long time. Meanwhile, competitors got redesigned and actually offer more, whether it's about interior design, build quality, or modern tech features. The RAV4 is louder than most competitors, while the starting price is higher compared to most rivals. So we may conclude that there are much better options around. The RAV4 isn't a bad SUV, but it may be best to be patient and wait for a bit more until the next generation arrives. Number 2. Toyota Highlander. The Toyota Highlander is still one of the most popular midsize SUVs on the market, and while it definitely isn't a bad car, we can't say it's the best choice around. First of all, it's been around for quite long. Rivals are mostly younger and more modern, with nicer cabins and more advanced tech features. Furthermore, the Highlander's third row is pretty tight and works for kids only, while the cargo area is average for the segment. What's least to like is the powertrain and performance, as the new Turbo 4 hasn't brought any benefits. It's just less smooth and refined than the old V6. The hybrid doesn't offer particular acceleration either, but at least it features excellent fuel economy that goes around 35 miles per gallon combined. Number 1. Toyota Crown. Although it's the most unique-looking Toyota you can buy, it definitely isn't the best choice in the company's impressive lineup of models. Yes, it looks very attractive and comes with a pretty luxurious cabin, but other than style, there aren't many reasons to choose it over Camry, for example. The iconic sedan is more spacious, both in terms of rear passenger space and cargo area, while both models come standard with the same hybrid powertrain. The Crown does come with an optional hybrid powertrain based on a Turbo 4 engine and with a 6-speed automatic transmission, but that model is way too expensive for a typical Toyota customer. With all that in mind, the Crown feels quite unnecessary in the brand's lineup, because with that kind of luxury and price tag, choosing something with a Lexus badge seems like a way more natural choice. We are finally done with the worst Toyota models to buy, so let's focus on the good ones now. Actually, not the good ones, but the best ones. Number 5. Toyota Sienna. Although most people prefer SUVs because of their more attractive styling, minivans remain the best choice for families. And the Sienna is a great minivan in particular, with so many strong points that make it a perfect family hauler. Of course, the first thing that comes to mind is cabin space, which accommodates adults in all 3 rows of seats with ease. Furthermore, the cargo area is equally generous, with over 100 cubic feet of total volume. The Sienna also stands out with a high-quality interior and a long list of standard and available tech, comfort, and convenience features. Finally, its most unique feature is probably a hybrid powertrain. Yes, there is the Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid, but that one is too expensive and way too unreliable. The Sienna, on the other hand, features Toyota's familiar super reliable system, with 245 horsepower and excellent 36 miles per gallon combined. Also, it's one of the rare minivans with available all-wheel drive, so all in all, it's legal to say that Sienna is a complete package. Number 4. Toyota GR Corolla. With the WRX STI no longer available, the GR Corolla remains the only option with the genuine all-wheel drive system in the class of performance compacts. Add to this 300 horsepower from a small turbo 3-cylinder engine, and it's clear why this is one of the best Toyotas you can buy, because it comes with a really competitive price, and even though some complain about a tight second row and small cargo area, all that doesn't matter once you feel the well-balanced chassis, precise steering, and excellent all-wheel drive system. The GR Corolla brings the WRC experience to civilians like no other car on the market, and it is certainly a best buy, not only in its class, but in the whole sports car market of North America. Number 3. Toyota Tacoma. Here's an easy guess. The current generation of the most popular midsize truck on the market is still very fresh and stands out as the most complete model in the class, because the last redesign brought so many significant improvements, starting from new, much more powerful powertrain options, including both gas-only and hybrid versions. The new cabin also looks great, along with a way more intuitive infotainment system that runs on a massive 14-inch display. Traditionally, the Tacoma is an excellent off-roader, but what we like in particular is the number of off-road versions and, where buyers have a choice not just of different levels, but also different kinds of off-road capabilities, with the new Trail Hunter trim that's more of a rock crawler than a desert runner, like it's the case with the TRD Pro. At the same time, the Tacoma features an independent rear suspension and has some of the nicest on-road manners in the class, whether it's about comfort or handling. Number 2. Toyota Land Cruiser. The new Land Cruiser 250 stands out as the most versatile, most well-rounded, most complete off-roader on the market, because no other model mixes off-road and on-road performance in such a nice way, not to mention a well-built cabin and loads of standard and available equipment. The Land Cruiser is rugged but incredibly refined, and we are really fans of the way Toyota engineers sorted off-road features, in a way that there's a very nice blend of conventional hardware and electronics. The new Land Cruiser also comes with a capable hybrid powertrain, and unlike its predecessor, it's quite fuel efficient. It's also right-sized, with some of the best exterior designs in the class. Most importantly, it's not as overpriced as its predecessor, so there is reason to skip this one if you are a true off-road enthusiast. Number 1. Toyota Camry. Nothing can break the Camry, not even this crossover mania, because in our humble opinion, there's no car on the market that gives you more for your money. The Camry has just been redesigned and it looks better than ever. Its cabin also looks better than ever, with an upscale look, fine materials, and an impressive list of standard features, let alone generous passenger and cargo space. But the beauty of Camry is in its substance. It's a super comfortable, easygoing car that's a real joy to drive. Handling is good enough, and the ride is very smooth. On top of that, there is the new hybrid powertrain that mixes decent driving dynamics with impressive fuel economy that easily exceeds 50 miles per gallon. And all that comes with a starting price of just $28,400. Do you still think there's a better value on the market? We didn't think so either. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.